Let's get cracking. Hey, I am your host, Ken Canion, and you are listening to Love, Lust, and Lies. And on today's show, we're going to talk about the 5 lies men tell. Men tell, we tell a lot of lies, and I'm guilty. Thank you. I'm going to continue to do good. So, men tell a lot of lies. I've told a lot of lies in my life. I try not to tell any lies now. And the truth of the matter is, I want to be a man of integrity. And the truth is, y'all, it's like, let's be honest. Can we have a moment of honesty? You know, some men I know, especially that go to my church or when I go to church conferences, they act like that you don't see that fat ass walking by. They act like those breasts that you see, you don't act like you don't look at them. And see, that's disingenuous because although I love my wife, I'm not dead. And if I see somebody that looks attractive, the truth of the matter is, I'm going to tell my wife. We got this rule. She always say, you look 2 looks and peel out. But the truth of the matter is, you know, what you're saying is a lot of people, they are the line. And the truth is, the integrity comes from not looking. It's not the not looking. It's you can look, see something beautiful or see something that looks good, that's attractive to you and you. And that's all it is. It's just a look. I'm walking on. All right. And so it's disingenuous to say that, you know, look, I'm not going to look. That's bullshit. You are going to look. You just going to wait till she look that way. Now, I get it. You ain't trying to be disrespectful, but stop lying. And so when we can have these honest conversations and say, you know what, I still love my wife and I'm moving on. I just looked. It's just look. She looked too, but y'all slicker than we are. All right. So today we're going to talk about 5 lies that men tell. Of course, women lie. I get it too. A lot of cats like, why you don't do women? I say, I do men stuff, but I do it at different times. I just don't do it on this show. So I coach men individually. But the funny thing about this, y'all, a lot of people listen to me, okay? Because I'm somewhat entertaining, plus I'm smart as hell. All right, let's be honest. I know what I'm talking about. But most people that listen to me don't want to change. They want to feel different, but they don't want to change. And the truth is, let me start this by saying, I've been doing discovery sessions all week free. And I realized something, and I realized why I don't do discovery sessions free. I realized because most people aren't willing to invest in themselves. They don't really want to change. They just want to feel different. And the truth is, you're going to keep feeling the way you feel until you change. And so they don't understand that I should change. So I say this. So I say, keep listening, keep doing what you're doing. All right, keep listening, and you're going to keep getting what you're getting. So most people are unwilling to invest in themselves. And what they do is they'll buy shoes. Y'all will buy shoes. You'll buy clothes. You buy all these things to make you feel good on the outside. You think they make you feel good, but the truth of the matter is you never put the investment on the inside in changing. I often tell people, you change you and the world will follow. And so that's why I have a very select clientele, because I don't want people who just want to feel different. I want you to fundamentally change. If you change, you'll feel different. But a lot of people come and listen to me because they feel like I'm going to make them feel different. I'm going to soothe their pain. But the truth is, that's only for a moment. And I'm not trying to soothe your pain. I'm trying to help you change so you can soothe your own pain. And so today, and right now on my lives, all I'm doing is magnifying the pain. I want you to see what they're doing. See what the guys are doing. And I want you to understand this is the shit that's going on, and you're going to keep getting the same thing until you're willing to change you. And until you're willing to change you, just accept it. All right? So that's my soapbox for today. I proceed. All right? And I'm still going to do the discovery sessions free for the rest of the week. Then after that, no more freebies for those who want to change. But, you know, I guess they just want somebody to hear their problems. But the truth of the matter is, I'm not about that life. I'm about people who want to change. I want to empower people. All right. And that's just straight up true. Yeah, Talisa, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. So here we go. Lies men tell in relationships. The lies men tell in relationships. And if you don't get this, and if you don't get it, and if you continue, once you know the information, you are responsible for the information that you know. That's the truth of the matter is. All right, let's get cracking. The 5 lies that men tell. Number 1, The first lie that a man tells you is, it's not about sex. It's not about sex. And he said, we can just go back to my place. I ain't trying to hit. I'm like, no, I'm not even going to have sex with you. Okay, so that's number one. So men, as a man, I am a man, we're wired to want sex. We want sex. That's what we are. That's how we've been wired. God wired us to want sex because that's the reproductive testosterone, so we will reproduce mankind. Okay, we love sex. I don't care if a man if he's interested in you or if he isn't interested in you, he still wants sex. Now, don't get it twisted when he says it's not about sex. That's not true. It is. Now, I may be interested in you, but the question you have to ask is it only about sex? And so I said on many of my lives, and I've taught many people, I said there are three kinds of connection. There's a physical connection. All right, because we're all sexual beings, we're all physical beings. There is an emotional connection. That's the part of me where my heart gets involved. And then there's a mental connection that says, do we have anything in common? Do we think about the same things? And what happens to many people is they attempt, like a lot of ladies, they want to be in a serious relationship. They want the mental, and they want the emotional connection, but they try to get it by giving the physical connection. And it don't work like that for a man. Now, what a man can get the physical connection without ever getting the emotional and the mental connection. He can do that. And then he doesn't have to be with you emotionally or mentally to hit it. And that's why women wonder why, you love a woman can love a man can love a woman and then go hit somebody else because he views sex differently. And so when I'm telling women, because he's like, it's just a physical act to him. He's just hitting it and splitting it. And then he can go home and be with his wife or be with the woman he loves. And so that's why I tell women, listen, what you want to do is, I said, the most leverage you will ever have with a man is before you have sex with him. Ever. And see, here's the thing. The thing is, if you want the mental and emotional connection, you want to have sex too, right? But focus on the mental and emotional connection. If a man wants to hang around with you, if he digs you, if he feels like, he will wait for the physical connection. If he is unwilling to wait for the physical connection, unwilling to wait to hit it, then that's all he wanted in the first place. Now, I know some of you are grown. If you're grown and that's what you want to do, it's your body, sure. If you're not interested in a committed relationship, y'all just gonna do what you're gonna do. Have the physical relationship, but you're not going to get the mental and emotional. And so the lie the man tells is not about sex. Just come over. Let's Netflix and chill. The truth is, he Netflixing and chill, just scheming the way to get the hit and split. Listen, it is about sex. So, I did it. It was about sex, even with my wife, y'all. I might be like, yo, come watch this movie. I'm trying to smash. She might be tired from work. I'm trying to smash. Yo, it's no different, y'all. So don't believe it's not about sex. First lie that men tell. Second lie that men tell is this. Second lie. I don't believe in labels. I don't believe in labels. Listen to me carefully. When a man says, I don't believe in labels, I told you the story this week about the lady who had dated the guy. She had done everything for him. He lost his job. She let him move in with her. She did his resume. She bought the groceries, took his clothes to the cleaners. And she's thinking, if I do all of these things, then he's going to see that I am that ride or die chick. He's going to see that I am the one for him. And I busted bubbles wide open this week for the last 2 weeks. I'm going to hammer this point home. The truth of the matter is, a man never gets in a committed relationship or marries a woman based on what she does for him. Listen to me carefully. You will never do enough for a man to marry you. You will never do enough for a man to get into a committed relationship with you. A man marries you because of who you are to him. Look, hear what I'm saying. A man doesn't marry you or commit to you based on what you do for him. A man marries you or commits to you based on who you are to him. Y'all, and if you go back and look at my lives for the last week, I've been delving in this because I want you to get that. Because a lot of people been trying to buy them. They feel like if I buy this, if I take care of this, he'll see I'm that ride or die chick, he'll see. And I went over what makes you wifey material in one of my other lives. But understand this, when a man says, I don't believe in labels, what he's saying is, I don't believe in a label with you. See, get this. There was a lady, and I told the story about the lady. And I know another story of a recent story of a lady who said, I have been dealing with this man for 5 years. For 5 years, I have been dealing with this guy. And then I wanted something more. And he kept saying, I don't want to be in a serious relationship. I had some bad relationships. These are lies that they tell. I had some bad relationships. Somebody cheated on me or I just want to keep things the way that they are. And what happens is, and then finally she stood up and said, I can no longer be this. 5 years into it, I can't do this. I can't do, because he strung her along. I just like it. You know I got love for you. You know that. But really what he wants to do is keep it the same. He doesn't want to change that. She finally stood up and said, I'm going to hold up a standard and I'm going to walk away. Now listen to me carefully. I told her, I said, number one, if ever a man is going to be with you, he has to see himself without you. Now get what I just said. For ever a man to really want to be with you, he has to see himself without you. And the reason why he has to see himself without you is because he has to know what his world's going to be like if you're not in it. And what happens is you hang around 5 years. He's never seen this world without you. And so now you're into the world. He said, so now you stand up and you decide, I'm gone. I'm not going to be in this relationship anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. And after 5 years, she did it. Do you know what happened? 6 months later, he was engaged to somebody else. He married that girl. And what I told her was, I said, the truth of the matter is it don't take a man that long to figure it out. I said, he's keeping you. When he says he doesn't want a label, he just doesn't want a label with you. And I said, what happens is you just can't accept it. What you're hoping for, you're hoping. Insanity is doing the same things and expecting different results. That's what insanity is. And the truth of the matter is that's what he's doing. So what you have to do is you have to stand up. Remember what I said. He will never see you in his world unless he envisions you out of his world. A man has to know, if you're gone, what is my world going to be like? But you hang around. You hang around and you say, you know what? And if he doesn't call you back, cool. He wasn't the one to see. He didn't see you in his world anyway. So that whole lie, I don't like labels, that's just a way to keep doing the bad behavior. That should reinforce so I can keep everything the same. Don't change nothing. I like the way it is. I call you at 10 at night. You come over and you the pussy delivery girl. Cool. Let's keep it like that. We don't go nowhere. Let's keep it like that. You want to go on a vacation? You ever hear yourself, can we go to the beach? Can we go to the beach? And what he says is, no. I'm busy. I'm busy. We're going to talk about that as number 5. A man too busy. That's bullshit too. All right. I don't like labels. That's the lie they tell. Okay. I just don't want the label with you. Number three. Ooh, this big. I am going to leave her for you. So now you done got in an entanglement. You're in this entanglement with somebody else. Okay. And he says to you, listen to me closely what I'm about to tell you. This right here, some dude gonna come looking for me. So this is what he tells you. Things are going bad at the crib. My wife doesn't fulfill my needs. My wife complains all the time. My wife does this. Now, I told my wife this one day. I said, baby, she was telling me about one of her friends or somebody she knew that was having an affair. And messing with a dude. She didn't have an affair, but she was messing with a married dude or some dude with a relationship. Now get this. I said, baby, well, what if he said this to her? What if he had said, hey, you know what? Everything's good at the crib. My wife is wonderful. My girlfriend's wonderful. We have a great relationship. I just want to hit you. I just want to smash you. How would that sound? She looked at me like, what the hell? I said, he has to come up with a narrative that says nothing is good. So the other female, so many of you think you got an opportunity, a chance. But that's a damn lie that he's telling you. He's telling you a lie when he says, I'm going to leave her for you. I'm just trying to get my money right. Listen, If shit is that bad, ain't no man gonna stay around and be in a place where he's absolutely miserable. I don't care. He's gonna get a 1-bedroom. When a man is committed to going, he is going. It's that simple. He's out of there. So when he says to you, I gotta get my money right, or this is another lie, or I'm gonna stay with because the kids, my kids, I don't want to be without my kids. Let me tell you something. When you miserable, when you are straight up miserable, you will find a way you can see your kids. But you like, my mental sanctity, my emotional sanctity is that important. I cannot stay here because it has become toxic. And the truth is, toxicity is nothing but poison seeping into your system. And that poison is going to kill you if you stay there long enough. It might not kill you physically, but it's going to kill you emotionally. It's going to kill you mentally, where you're all screwed up. All screwed up. So when he tells you, I'm going to leave her, just hang on. Lie. He's not leaving her. He's not going to leave her. He's going to stay right there in that quote unquote bad situation so that you think it's bad, so that you can keep doing what you're doing over here for. Because you know what? His needs need to be fulfilled because he's not happy with her. So I'm going to make him happy. What? Okay. Number 4. I'm not going to get it. Number 4, a lie they tell. Lie to tell. Now get this. Here's the one. Here's a good one. I love you. Or better yet, another one lie they tell is they don't say I love you, or they may say I love you, or they say I got love for you. You know you my girl. And what they're saying is they're trying to give you a phrase that implies that I have emotional affinity for you. Now get this. And then women run with that and they think, oh, he's in love with me. No. No. If a man is in love with you, he will say, I'm in love with you. And when he says, oh, I love you too. I love you. You might say, I love you. Because I used to do this. I like, oh, yeah, I love you too. And he might say it when y'all having sex. Or what he really saying is, I love the pussy, because he pussy whip. And the truth of the matter is, you think he love you emotionally. And here's how you know. Number 1, a man, his actions has to line up with his words. If a man is in love with you, he will say, I'm in love with you. That's a very different term than I love you. I am in love with you. And what happens is when he says that, his behavior, his actions line up with the words I've spoken. If I am in love with you, that means that you take precedence in my life. That means that you take precedence in my life. That means that now I have put you at the top of my list as a priority. That means that when I make decisions, my decisions are made with you in mind. I'm not going to the beach if I'm in love with you without letting you know, asking if that's something that you're okay with. Because it ain't that I'm getting approval. It's because now that I love you, now I see you as a part of my life. My decision making and everything that I do has something to do with you. I see you as a part of my future. The truth is, when a man says I'm in love with you, what he's saying is, now you take up space in my mind. Now you take up space in my mind. When I see my future, I see you in it. You see, y'all, I'm telling you, men ain't that damn complicated. What y'all do is you make it complicated because what you try to do is weave in a narrative that you tell yourself why he's acting the way that he's acting. And the truth is he's acting that way, but you won't accept the truth. Wow. Boy, send yourself an offering. If you want to send me an offering to Ken Canion Group to Cash App with the little $sign on it. Ken Canion Group, send me an offering because I know I'm spitting knowledge. I know I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you your life back, but you don't want to take it back. So you know what? You get to have it. And the last one, number 5, I've been busy. So get this. Has this ever happened to anybody? So when you first met you, what he's doing is he calling you every day, hey, beautiful. Or he texting you in the morning when you wake up, what's up, love? I hope you have a wonderful day. And then probably 2-3 weeks in, he done smashed. He smashed. You're having fun. And then all of a sudden, he don't call you as much. He don't call you as much. He didn't. So now he's not calling you. He's not texting you as much. And then you're texting. All of a sudden, you see him pulling back. And then when he pulls back, you're wondering what happened. What happened to the guy? But but now you've slept with him. You let him hit it, split it, and you wanted to show him that you could do all these things. You just want to satisfy his need. Now you're buying him shit. Now you're taking him out to dinner. And all of these things are happening. So now he got what it is that he was looking for. He got you on the rope now. You like when you hook that fish, now he pulled hard. The hook's in your jaw now. Okay, that hook's in your jaw now. Now he's starting to reel you in. Now, because you're on the hook, I don't have to call you. And you're right, Talisa says his pattern has changed. His pattern has changed. And he says, I'm too busy. I've been busy. Let me tell you why that's a lie. Number one, he was busy when he first started texting you. He was busy before y'all had sex. He was busy when he loved. They call it love bombing, y'all. Love bombing is love bombing is the idea of me overwhelming you with love, affirmations, all of that. And when you see that, you need to be careful because there is a motive. There's a motive behind it. And so all I'm saying is this right here. So now he's minimum waging you. That's a term that I came up with. Minimum waging you is simply this. I'm giving you just enough time. I'm giving you just enough everything so I've got you where I want you. I got it right there. Let's keep it right there. No more, no less. I want to hit every couple of weeks. I want to be able to come over whenever I need you to do something. Bam! I got it right there. So now I'm going to just minimum wage you. Minimum wage you. I'm going to give you just enough to keep you on the hook. And what's happening to you is you're thinking, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? You say, what happened when her pattern changed? Same thing. Same thing happens when her pattern changes too. But women do the same thing. I'm going to do another. One of these days soon, on this show, I'm going to break down women and the lies they tell. I just do men because this is geared to women. But y'all need to stop lying too. I'm going to do it because y'all lying and y'all need to stop lying. All right? So listen, those are the 5 things. Men tell a lot of lies, but those are the 5 main ones that I come up with. And I will say this. I've been doing these discovery sessions. And the discovery sessions, the only reason I've been doing them for free, y'all, is because to let people know, to show people what's going on with them. I also want to show them that I got a class coming up. And a lot of people say they want to invest in themselves and where I can go deep into your life, deep into you. Me and Milani can go deep into what you're doing and how to change. But a lot of people don't want to change. They don't want to change. And they just want to feel better in the moment. So here's what I'm going to say. I only got a couple more days. I'm going to still offer the discovery sessions like I've been doing. And we only want the people who want to change. So if you want a discovery session, let me find out what's going on with you. I can show you how we can help you in our new class coming up. Inbox me. If you want to keep going the way you're going, keep going. Because you got to be willing to invest in yourself. I'm not saying the shit ain't free. It's not free. Now, these lives are free. Even they ain't free. You know why? Because you got to spend your time listening to them. But most people aren't willing to invest in themselves. And they're going to keep getting the same thing they're getting. Because you ain't going to change. You're not going to change. Until you're ready to change, until you change you going to keep getting what you're getting. Period. But if you're ready to change, listen, inbox me. I got a couple more days. I'm doing free sessions. I can get you in. I got 3 today. I had 4 yesterday. And the truth of the matter is, for you who want to get it, call me. Inbox me. Don't call me. I'm going to call you. We will set up a Zoom time and we can do it. But you got to be willing to change. Most people aren't. All right, you gotta be willing to invest yourself. You know, it's funny how, somebody asked me the other day, they said, what's missing in schools? Because I got a book, I got a book that I wrote. I've written 9 books. I wrote a book called I Believe in Me. It's for kids. You ought to get it for your kid. Beautiful. So it's in the Atlanta school system, and I'm going to get it in Greensboro school system. And so my wife was reading to some students. And she said the students loved it because I created it based on Lil Kenny. Lil Kenny was me when I was little. And I'm going to tell you this quick story. My family, we lost our home and we had to move to another neighborhood. And I'll never forget it. And all of my friends were in the old neighborhood. And when I got to the new neighborhood, I didn't want to play with the new kids because I didn't know them. So I wanted to keep things status quo. And the truth is, I could not expand my world staying in the house. I stayed in the house. And my dad said, honey, don't worry about that. He'll go out. And then my mom said, well, why don't you go out and play with them? I said, because my friends are over there and I feel stuck. I feel stuck. I mean, as an 8th grader, I told my mother, 9th grade, we were going to 9th grade. I said, I feel stuck. I don't know what to do. And so many of you feel stuck. You feel like you don't know what to do. But I didn't have a coach to help me come out of it. You know, my dad and mom did the best they could. But the truth of the matter is you got somebody like me, Milani, who can help you come out of this. But some people don't want to. So the truth is, if you do, inbox me. If you don't, keep listening to these lives. I'll say, great. I'll keep providing these to the end of this month. And then we're moving everything to our group. All of you can get in the group, the free group too. I'm going to tell you all about that soon so we can provide you with more content really in a cool way. All right, y'all. That's my time. 30 minutes. That's my time. I'm Ken Canion. And you have been listening to Love, Lust, and Lies. And until tomorrow, every journey starts with one step. Take yours today. I'm out.